Morning, girls. How we doing? Welcome back to Chantel, Everyday Mariam, every day the revert, every foodie day of the beauty. I have no idea anymore. This is beef stew and cheese sandwiches for iftar mukbang. Those don't really go together in my head, but like 100% fantastic. This is a 26-minute long mukbang. You guys know how I feel about the mukbangs. I see we're going straight into the Salah song. I honestly feel it's a spite thing now that she just hates us so much that she's never going to stop playing the Salah song over and over and over again. I guess we just have to endure it together. Let's go.
أهلا رمضان يا شهر الإحسان شهر الغفران رمضان.
We go from that to how many fucking introductions do you need?
Hi, welcome back to another video.
Also, note, once again, no cameo. It's so weird. Like, is she doing the no cameo thing because this is for Ramadan? This is like the holy month? Or, like, I don't know the rules of Ramadan. Are you not allowed to, like, beg during Ramadan or something like that like she usually does? She can, like, apparently I heard that she did a St. Patrick's Day special. I saw that in the comments for me. I was busy. My St. Patrick's Day was spent doing something else a lot more fun. That's all I'm going to say. So like, yeah, I didn't go for a St. Patrick's Day cameo, unfortunately. How the lights look at night. Shit. You know when you're like a kid and you went to like the planetarium and like you get this little glow in the dark like little plastic stars, you can stick them to your roof so when you're lying in bed it looks like you're looking at the stars. It looks like that. It looks shit. It looks like the set for White Woman Instagram, the Bo Burnham song, like his music video. It looks like a White Woman Instagram's about to pop out and talk about Martin Luther King's incorrectly quoted Lord of the Rings or something like that. I still love that they couldn't find one long enough to actually go across. Even though their apartment is very shallow. It's not very far across whatsoever. They still couldn't find something long enough to reach all the way across. And that's stuck in the fucking dirty... Clean your vents!
Hello, guys.
Hi. Oh, what's a worse look? Did Salah take a shit on your plate? Bro. Gooper, that looks like your doggy bags after our walk. What the fuck? Why have we got this? This doesn't look Ramadan-y. It looks like I don't know, Rita Repulsa is going to use it to summon one of her fucking monsters.
Assalamualaikum.
Candy cane. Hey, we have those drinks. We got those drinks. Those are like the super, super cheap drinks. In Sainsbury's, I think I saw them. Rocket Ice Ollie. We didn't have the Rocket Ice Ollie when we just had a candy cane version. And, there's another version. I'm not sure, but they're quite nice.
Welcome back, welcome back.
Hello.
A very special iftar, but I have to say this.
So you've already been eating this. Like, it's very evident that you've already been eating this because it's already, like, stuff sloshed out the side. This is, like, a serving bowl for the entire family. You can clearly see that it was previously up to at least, like, this level because that's, like, where the level is, like, all the way around. It seems to have been up to like, this level. The drink is already popped, so she's obviously been drinking it. She's taken a bite out of the side. So she's already been eating before we've even started. She also has fucking pink eye again.
It's all over again because I realized,
hello,
I started eating and everything.
Oh.
I said Bismillah, started eating.
Sure.
And
I said Bismillah. Guys, do you believe me? I said it. I'm a Muslim. Okay. Foodie. Okay. Do you know what? It's Ramadan. I'll extend some good grace to you. I will pretend to believe that when this camera isn't on, you say Bismillah before you take a bite of. I'm a gracious potato. You can call me that.
I wasn't recording, so.
Sure.
All right.
You're terrible at everything.
Lanterns.
Does this give me personality yet? No. Fuck. Shit. I wish we see it. When was St. Patrick's Day in this? I want her to come out in a full fucking green abaya for St. Patrick's Day. Something like anything. Get a little bit of personality somehow.
Yeah, makes a cameo appearance. Beef stew. Homemade beef stew.
It looks
very
fucking
tender.
gross, bro.
It's a little liquidy, but it's been cooking in the oven for 2.5 hours. It wasn't ready on time for Maghrib when I was supposed to.
I'm probably really weird, especially for an Irish person, because Irish stew is, like, famous. I really don't like stew. I'm like Umbrella. I'm a dry girly. I don't particularly like food that's really wet. I don't like soup. Like, I don't like soup. I like ramen. I'm lying to you here, because I do like ramen. I do like noodles and broth and stuff like that. I don't like carrots sitting in liquid or potatoes sitting in liquid because they just get mushy at that point. You're like, oh, bro, this is gross.
Just to,
so I wasn't listening at all.
The fast, so I had a date and a little glass of milk.
Sure.
And I prayed Maghrib and then no.
Okay, really?
It was in the oven for.
We still pretended we prayed as well, really, bro. I was extending the olive oil. I said I believe the Bismillah. I don't believe the praying thing. Stop lying to me.
2.5 hours, maybe a bit more.
Sure, bro.
So yeah, and now we have to have bread and butter with stew. So this is bread and butter with a piece of Gouda cheese and some grape.
You have to have bread and butter with stew, and it's me, so I had to put cheese into it just as well.
Now I'm gonna make grape leaves,
shit.
but
no, you're not. That's shit.
I found a can way back in the cupboard. I'm gonna finish this first.
Sure, bro.
And I'm trying this new drink, Candy Can, Rocket Ice Lolly flavor. Now I love Rocket Ice Lollies, but
that sounds like the Evil West. Oh my god.
Sparkling. It has 0 sugar. It's a
Oh my
sparkling
god.
drink. It's supposed to taste like
Yeah.
Rocket Ice Lolly. So
yeah, no
I'm
shit.
try this.
Bro, I love she explained it's a candy can, Rocket Ice Lolly, 0 sugar, which I think means it has 0 sugar, and it's a can that's sparkling that's meant to taste like Rocket Ice Lollies with 0 sugar. It's like, I do you know what? From the name that you read out originally, I got all those pieces of information you give me afterwards. No. Let's go. They're nice. They're like any other, like... I love it was already clearly popped, so she's now doing, like, she's already admitted she messed up and had been eating and recording and everything and had forgotten to put record. But now she's pretending to do a first-time taste test, even though it was clearly already open because she's already drank it. I can't believe
but I
can't believe that.
I can taste the fake sugar way too much. I don't know.
Like, that bothers you.
So yes, Bismillah.
What fake story are we getting today?
Yeah, so I broke my fast with a date, which that's like tradition, like a date and a little glass of milk. I was
or like 6 dates and like an entire cow.
really hungry, so the cold milk actually tastes good. Normally I don't like just milk on its own like that.
Sure.
I love carrot.
I love carrots. Okay, Jesus Christ, calm down. I love that she has to pretend she's going full tradition. I don't even like milk. However, it is tradition that I break the fast with a glass of milk. So I force myself, bro. You're not in any way traditional. Like, I've seen the community tab posts. I'm not going to react to them because everyone in the world has reacted to them. Of her just freaking the fuck out repeatedly, which apparently is totally haram during Ramadan. She's not allowed to, like, show negative emotions. Ramadan's meant to be all about internal reflection and all. And she is apparently daily having meltdowns on the community tab post. So, like, don't try and pretend I'm so traditional. I have milk even though I don't like it.
Yum. I like the flavor of the Worcestershire and the bay leaves.
Wow, fantastic.
Can't believe I wasn't recording.
I can't believe that you're so bad that you accidentally just threw that card off. You're just terrible at everything you do.
Anyway,
I have a sensation. I can't wait for this entirely fake story. I have a feeling this is going to be one of those like mukbangs where you guys probably aren't going to see a lot because the eating sounds are already gross and the story is probably fake.
Ew.
I'm gonna eat one of Sal's turds here now. Oh, it tastes like peanuts.
Look at her fucking squeaking away there. That chair is suffering, bro. For Ramadan, should be nice, that chair. That should be your charity.
My hamster almost gave me a heart attack.
Which one? Howie the 17th?
You can't even see this one.
Oh no, we're missing out so much by not being able to see that cheap plastic. Oh no, please, move it better in frame for me there, Mariam, my darling. Do you have a personality yet?
Anyway. Must be my fault because, okay.
Really? No, couldn't be.
I went in to his bedroom. We keep his cage in the spare room with the door closed because of the cat, obviously.
Well, if he's in his cage, like, that should just be fine. Like, the cat shouldn't be able to get into the cage anyway. But it is weird that you are willing to admit that you have 2 bedrooms.
He's escaped a few times.
Hi, it's a hamster.
We always found him.
Well, I'd hope so. Your apartment is genuinely tiny. Like, if he escaped, I cannot believe he could make it very far because, like, it's tiny. How can your hamster escape? That actually seems hard to do.
Usually because for some reason I forget to properly latch the door.
So you're just stupid. I love if she started with this by saying, I guess it's my... Yeah, it sounds like entirely your fault if you're too stupid to even close the door properly to the cage. Goober agrees. Goober thinks you're stupid as shit.
Anyway.
Goober really agrees. You okay, Goose? Really? That's an interesting opinion you have. Would you like a hamster? She'd like a hamster. Would you eat a hamster? That's kind of a reluctant, yeah, if I'm being honest with you, I probably would eat the hamster.
Was this last night when I had the chicken burger stock? I think it was like last night.
Foodie, if I'm being really honest with you, me and Cooper are having a conversation here, and I'm not listening to a word you're fucking saying. I heard you say chicken at some point, and I remember the last thing you ate was like 2 different chickens. So, like, yeah, okay, sure, whatever, bro.
I go to give him a little piece of breast because hamsters can have small amounts of chicken.
I love she like has this weird role play going on that every time she eats anything, like anything, it doesn't matter what the fuck she eats, she always pretends, oh, and then I went and give my hamster something. Because I guess it's like her overcompensating because, you know, obviously she's like an animal abuser and it has to be proven through vet records and everything like that she is neglectful to her animals, she's terrible, all that kind of cat Hitler, everything like that. So she's like overcompensating by she has like chicken and she's like, oh, and I made sure to give my hamster some chicken too. It's like, oh, okay, bro, I believe you. You sound like you definitely are such a good pet owner because you give your hamster some chicken breast. You're so talkative. Why are you so talkative? Usually when you're this talkative, you get off the couch and come over. But you're not even getting off the couch this time. That's a really interesting opinion. Am I allowed to continue? Can I continue this video? That's just turning too young. Can I continue this video? I think she said you. You're a bitch! You really are! Come here. Come here. Come here. You're a bitch. Jesus. So you scratch. Okay, guys, let's go. Scratch.
Some tender beef.
Some tender beef?
Anyway.
Wow. I bet the story's not nearly interesting enough to warrant how long it's taking to get here.
His bedding was there.
Yeah. Did you think he packed up and fucking moved?
His house and his bedding was still there.
Did she think he was like in an old-fashioned cartoon, like he had a stick with like a fucking like what the red and white like handkerchief over his shoulder? He took his bed and his cage and he went like hitchhiking down the coastal trail looking to get heading to the UAE. Someone take me to see the potato.
Yeah, I had a pair of socks right beside his cage on my dresser because his desk is on my dresser and he stole a sock. Okay,
sure.
Used it for bedding. So
why is your dresser in your separate bedroom? How did he steal a sock? Okay. You're showing us that his cage is on the floor. How did he apparently reach up to on top of your dresser and steal your sock? Okay, bro, whatever. You've literally shown us that he's still on the floor.
Anyway.
I love how quickly these are going. Like, the sandwich is going instantly.
Usually when I come in, he comes right up from underground. He buries himself.
No, he doesn't. I'm sorry. Hamsters aren't that type of animal. It's not like a dog when you come home and the dog comes running or the cats come running to see you or something like that. She's like talking like, every time I come home, my goldfish rushes to meet me. She's like, you're overcompensating so hard to try and pretend that your hamster gives a fuck about you. That hamster has been alive for 2 days, ma'am. It doesn't even know you yet.
No wiggly nose and whiskers this time. So I start panicking.
Wow, sure you do. I immediately text Sal and said, yep, happened again. Need another one.
Because, I think the worst. I hear that hamsters only live to be 2 to 3 years, max.
Uh-huh. But lucky you've still got at least 2 to 3 years max with your current one. Because, like I said, it's only 2 days old. I can't believe she's still trying to pretend this is the same hamster. I can't remember how long. Maybe a year. I remember exactly how long I've had Goober. I remember exactly how long I've had Chunk this week. I remember exactly how long I had my dog before Goober. I remember the dog before Goober's previous one. I remember all of that. I remember all of that information easily because I like animals a lot. It shows how clearly, because she's the one trying to pretend that she has such an amazing relationship. The hamster like rushes to meet her at the fucking door, basically. But she can't even remember. I think I've had it. It might be a year or something like that. She can't even remember how long she's apparently had it because of the 15th fucking hamster.
Anyway.
You're terrible at everything you do, ma'am.
Howie, nothing.
Uh-huh. Well, yeah, sure, because it comes running when it hears its name. She's so stupid.
He's not there.
No shit, bro.
So I panic. I'm like, Salah.
I'm like, Salah! Fuck. And then I pick up my phone and I ring and I say, Salah, come here. I can't bend down to check for the hamster.
The hamster.
I love she's made up this fake story just so she can pretend Salah's there. Look how begrudgingly she's eating this fucking stew. She like plowed through it. She ate an entire sandwich and a half. She ate like an entire like egg thing and a half. Thing, grape leaf thing in her house, and she's begrudgingly just pecking away at the sewer, for fuck's sake.
I don't peel any of my vegetables either. I wash them and that's it. I don't care about that.
Fascinating story. Thanks for letting me know.
In.
Zala comes running in, sweating, because he's literally run all the way from his apartment.
Now, I don't remember if the cage was open or not. Like,
how else would it have gotten out?
When I first went in.
Like, I watched all the Mission Impossibles recently. I didn't at any point see a hamster fucking escaping a cage without opening the door.
But he had escaped, and I don't know how he got down from the dresser. Like, it's a big height.
Did she mean to say Howie? I don't know how he got down.
But there was like a yoga mat on the side and a whole bunch of things. Maybe he climbed down.
Sure, bro, there's a yoga mat.
He's a little boy.
Jesus Christ. It's so embarrassing that she thinks that anyone, like, first he buys this is the same hamster, and suddenly she thinks anyone actually gives a fuck about it's a hamster, bro. It's a no one cares. And I love animals. No one gives a fuck about your hamster.
So I'm like, the spare room is a disaster right now. We have to declutter it. There's a lot of furniture in there. Our old wardrobe, a couch. So like,
why would a couch be in there?
So many places for him to hide.
Why would there be
a huge dresser?
Why would there be a couch in there? Why would you have an extra couch just randomly in there? Also, that doesn't sound like a lot of furniture. We have an old wardrobe. But to be so many places for him to hide, it's like, not really, it's a wardrobe. Like, how the fuck could he have gotten in a wardrobe? And it's a couch. It's like, oh, it's a couch, bro. That's like you have named 2 things that he could possibly be in.
He could be under so many things. And like, we couldn't really get to him.
If this has happened numerous times before, why is this such a big deal? Why is this like so scary?
So, I'm calling this story The Enigma of the Missing Howie. So.
Wow. That was quirky and fun and silly. It's like, that made the story, it didn't make the story, oh shit. Well, I was hoping that would make the story interesting for you guys. In the fact of just like, I went in and I couldn't find my hamster. I was like, oh. And that was pretty much the story so far.
I was just so scared. Like, is he okay? I said, okay, I'm gonna do a test.
Sure, bro.
I'm gonna put his cage on the ground.
Like you give a fuck.
I took a hair clip.
We already know it.
And I kept the door open, so he has access to his water and food if he wants to.
But you kept the hair clip to it, kept it open. But you've already said like you've let the door open by accident before. So why do you need to like prop it open? Like, this story's really boring. I'm probably gonna do like a compilation of her like telling it here, and then I'll respond.
Come back and get it. And he's the only living creature in that room that we know of. So if the chicken disappears, pardon me, but I'm gonna have more, a little more of things. If the chicken disappears, then we know for a fact that he's okay. He's just hiding. Anyway, last sandwich.
No one believes you. That's your last sandwich. Stop the cam.
So
where did the butter come from? I have to admit, I was like, what the fuck? I was in a different room. I'm not gonna lie. I was in a different room. Like the second I said I'm just gonna do a compilation of the story, I did just get up and just go in because I'm washing my vegetables right now for dinner. So I heard about it. I'm gonna have another thing, and I was like, okay, fantastic. And she mentioned about the bread. Where did the butter come from? Like you clearly were planning this ahead of time because you have butter hidden under your fuck. I really want to know: is there an entire pantry under there? Like what's not under there?
You know, I had trouble sleeping. I had dreams and about Howie, and I was so sad. I was like depressed.
I don't know. I would just have to throw myself out that window if I had to pretend. If I was in the position Foodie Beauty finds herself in life, where she has to pretend that she cares about this hamster to try desperately to prove to randos online that she isn't a bad person. It's like, I was having nightmares about my missing hamster. It's like, bro, you don't give a fuck about the hamster, and no one buys it. It's the same one. Calm down.
Don't like not knowing where he is, if he's okay or not.
God, this is so embarrassing.
He usually is when he escapes, but still. So, after...
Usually he's okay when he escapes. That implies that sometimes he isn't. Like, sometimes he's dead. So, did she just confirm that this is not still the original Howie anymore? Because usually he's okay once he escapes. That implies that there are times when he didn't turn out to be okay. So there are times he's escaped and died, I guess. Thanks for confirming finally, Foodie.
Sleeping, wake up.
See, cheese. She has cheese under there too.
I go in the room. The chicken is gone. So I felt like a huge wave of relief. And I was like,
Wow. Literally no one
hey, the
cares.
chicken's gone.
I picked up my phone and rang Sal. I was like, babe, the chicken's gone. Yes, I am just making up this story to, one, pretend I'm a nice person and actually give a fuck about my animals. And two, yes, it is just to pretend that Sal is there because I keep turning around to tell him things during this story. Holy fuck. Embarrassing.
And even he was relieved because...
And even he was relieved. What?
So,
Is he psychotic? Does he not like animals or something like that?
so I was like, let's just leave him live happy in between the furniture.
What? See, this is where your story's like stupid, because like, yeah, while Salah is like a robot who doesn't understand human emotions, I don't think Salah's response would be like, well, he's out of the cage now. Guess just leave him. Let him be. Let's just live outside the cave, and we'll just always keep this door closed for all time, and let him just have this entire room to himself. No one has ever reacted like that. That's why we know your story's fake. This is cringe, embarrassing.
He obviously likes it. So I was like, no, he's gonna poop everywhere, which is true.
So now Salah's
And
against.
I want to know if he's okay.
So now Salah is against the idea, even though Salah a second ago was like saying like, well, he seems to like it, so why not just let him be loose? And also, Salah was the one who said that you shouldn't let him be loose because he'll poop everywhere. Good work staying consistent for literally one sentence with your character motivations. You're terrible at this, ma'am.
Salah lifts up the couch like Hulk Hogan.
Okay. You know
Because if you look underneath,
You have to make me come back to that. I'm sitting here fucking drying my peppers. And then you have to lie to me with the least believable part of this entire story. And yes, I'm still drying my peppers as I'm talking to you right now. Salah was able to lift the couch. Bro, I have seen... Well, that's the problem. I haven't actually seen his biceps. I haven't ever seen a single muscle on that lad. There is literally no chance he could have lifted it. Even using you as like a forklift. Even pushing you underneath it, just the sheer girth of you, forcing it out. There's literally no chance he could have lifted this. Can we politely fuck off? I'm just going to be skipping through a lot now because this is like the slowest, most boring story ever. Where suddenly she was like, noticed that all of Howie's bedding was gone and the sock, the sock that she introduced randomly at the start of the story, literally as Chekhov's sock, just so she could have it reappear later on. Yeah, she noticed the sock was missing and all of his bedding was missing, and she decided he must have moved house because he went back and collected his bedding and took it because she literally thinks that is like, it is that old cartoon, and she followed like the trail of bedding and she found him hiding under the couch or some bullshit like that. Fuck away off, no.
he's holding the couch up. I look underneath.
Okay, so we have to believe.
Howie, and I don't know where
I was literally walking out of the room. So we have to believe he was first able to hold up the couch for more than 2 nanoseconds. He was able to hold it up high enough for you to be able to get down low enough. You, who literally cannot even bend over, to get all the way down to see underneath it. But he was able to hold it up high enough for long enough for you to be able to get down to see. None of this, it would make more sense if you lifted the couch and he leant down. You look stronger than him, and he looks more flexible than you. Learn from... Chantel, next time you're going to make up a bullshit story, get in contact with me, I'll write it for you. It'll be a much more believable one.
Yeah, so I would not... If you don't mind the taste, it's not any worse than a Diet Coke, or like a Diet Cola, or whatever.
Holy shit. I can't believe... I'm just back. I went out, because I did just go and just get all of my vegetables out of the sink. They've just been sitting there. I'll give them all a wee wipe down and a wash and all. And I just came in. I expected us to be nearly finished this video. Because I've just been listening in the background because it's been one of those really boring ones. But pretty much, she ended up saying, after Howie, I don't think, because of course, she then used my part of the storyline where she was then suddenly holding up the couch and Salah was the one on the ground looking underneath because he suddenly was able to grab Howie, and like she's like, oh, and it's such an improvement for him because he didn't grow up with pets, and he's getting really a lot better with pets. And then like obviously she suddenly realized, oh, that sounded really stupid because she's previously claimed that he's like the greatest pet dad in the world, so much so that during the whole like cheating thing, no, it was right before the cheating thing. He had posted up a video trying to own the haters, where it was him as like a pet dad cuddling Julia or something like that. So she suddenly realized, oh, that's stupid because I've been saying how good a pet dad he is. Oh, well, I meant specifically with rodents because he's scared of... I mean, not scared because suddenly she realized she just made him sound not tough and manly and he can beat up all the trolls online because now he's scared of fucking hamsters. He's more squeamish about it, and he reached out and grabbed Howie, and Howie didn't even try and run away, and I grabbed Howie and I was kissing him and I missed him so much, but I'm not going to get another hamster after Howie because hamsters don't really care about you. They don't really react to humans. They don't like humans. They'd rather be away from humans, and it's like that literally doesn't make sense because I was making fun of you earlier on for you claiming like a hamster's like running to see you at the door, which didn't make any sense, but now you're acknowledging that like hamsters don't really react to you like whatsoever, and it's so obvious you're just like saying that so that you can pretend that Howie dies in like a couple of months time, and then you can finally stop the charade where you're pretending to have a new fucking like the same hamster every single time a new one fucking clearly shows up. But she considers hamsters too high a maintenance. Yes, that is her claim. Hamsters are too high maintenance to look after. Because she said a cat is the highest you can go. Because hamsters, there's you have to clean their cage. And cats are so much easier. It's like, well, no, with cats you have to clean their litter box. And it's basically the same amount of time as like quickly cleaning like a hamster's cage. Especially because she claims she cleans hamster's cage every single day. I don't buy it. I don't buy it whatsoever. But you also have to like groom a cat and spay a cat and oh wait, you didn't do any of that. You have to vaccinate a cat. Oh wait, you didn't do that either. You know, like all that kind of shit. So it really shows like how little she looks after Julia. If she thinks a cat is easier to look after than a hamster. A starting, you know, like you get it for your kid as like an introductory pet. We'll get you a hamster because they're so fucking easy to look after. No. She thinks cats are considerably easier to look after. Also, she doesn't like hamsters because they don't cuddle into you and they don't love you back because she is just a narcissist. She needs things to be giving her constant love and affection, or it's just not an acceptable pet for her whatsoever. I'm probably going to go back to skipping here because, like, God, it's been so boring. I have no idea. We're finished the hamster fake story, which is entirely just to try and convince us that she loves her animals and also that Sally exists. Well, how do we have 7 minutes left? She finished the meal.
Gotta get it hemmed. Anyway. One thing I do want to improve is...
She looks so miserable. Like, the second the food is gone, she's not telling her fake story, pretending that she likes animals. The second the food is gone, she is... Look at this. She is absolutely miserable. Pretty much, we didn't miss anything. She just says she's wearing this because she finds it so comfortable, even though she just admitted she's been wearing it 2 days in a row. It's so comfortable. She doesn't care. And also, it was really cheap, which is weird to say when you're such a rich super baller and Salah owns an entire business. It's so weird that you're talking about how cheap and affordable it is. Like, it's like, if I ever showed up, if I ever decided to appear on camera and I was wearing tracksuit bottoms, I would be like, guys, £5 from Primark. Whoa! It's like, okay, bro, who gives a shit? Especially if I was like talking about, oh, my Lamborghini's parked out back. No, you guys can't see that, but oh, my £5 Primark tracksuit bottoms. Yeah, okay, I'll let you guys see that. And then she pretty much admitted that she wants to try and do daily vlogs for Ramadan, but it's going to be hard. She's going to have to compile days together because she doesn't really do anything like whatsoever. And it's like, yeah, obviously you don't do anything whatsoever. You never do anything at all. Your entire channel is you eating food and getting upset. And Ramadan is not eating food and not being upset. That's pretty much the gist of most of Ramadan.
Slowing down and like trying not to like eat so much because like by the time iftar comes around, I'm so hungry because I'm not, you know,
why?
used to eating a huge amounts of food, right?
Well, no, you've claimed recently that you've done like days-long fast when you said when you're sciatic and you're stuck in bed, you basically didn't eat like anything whatsoever. So why now are you struggling to do short fasts? Like, it would make more sense, like for her especially, who's claiming that she's done water fast that lasted days and fast that have lasted days, and she did Ramadan last year. It would make more sense to say that you are thirsty as opposed to saying that you are so hungry.
So...
Especially her, who said she doesn't have binge eating disorder anymore.
You know, if you eat a huge meal like this, then you're sluggish after. You know?
Yeah, not usually instantly. I don't. She seriously is when you have a huge meal like this. Okay, she's literally just finished, and she's trying to be like, oh, I'm so tired because I'm so sluggish out there. It's like, no, you're depressed because the food is gone.
I was watching a dietitian on TikTok, and they're like,
oh, I literally couldn't care, bro. Okay, genuinely, Yeah, really bad. The entire story was just to say, I really care about animals. Like, I even care about my hamster, even though I don't like hamsters because they're high maintenance pets that don't love me enough, and I'm never going to have another one again. But by the way, I still love him lots and lots and lots. Also, Salah existed, and also Salah had my beef stew, and he thought it was incredible. And people like rice in the Middle East, and some dietitian told me not to eat rice, and I was like, buddy, do you know who you're talking to? I'm in the Middle East. It was, yeah, pretty awful. Go straight into the next one, guys. Let's go. Okay, guys, and that is us back. This is Ramadan 2024 vlog, making warak and nab grape leaves. Assalamu alaikum. Remember, Ramadan is a month of mercy, not perfection. I'm assuming she is posting up this thing after some live stream went bad or a community post went bad or something like that. Like I said, this all happened while I was away, so I'm not 100% sure. But I'm sure what my intention is, like, once I catch up with like her videos, because you know what, me, I generally don't like watching her live streams too much. I'm probably gonna go and watch like someone covering her live streams or something like that, so I can catch up on all the hoopla she probably caused during her live streams, community tab posts, and all that malarkey here. But yeah, it is the grape leaves, the things that genuinely look like actual shit on her plate. I'm wondering if she's leaning into the meme by having them, because every time I see them, I unironically think Salah has come and taken a shit on her plate, which should be the only proof I will accept that Salah actually still lives there, is if he's now shitting on her plate for her to eat. Let's get into it. Oh yeah, forgot to say, there was actually a cameo plug suddenly, so she suddenly, I never realized that she wasn't making any money and she needed cameo plugs. Let's go. She suddenly like showed like Julia, yeah, I skipped to here because, like, Jesus Christ, she's huge. I skipped to here because suddenly she just suddenly showed like Julia, but it was like the closest shot. It was like 1 millimeter away from Julia's face, and it is clearly just so you can see that Julia desperately needs a brush, and that is why she's holding the camera so incredibly close, because obviously Julia needs a fucking brush. There we go. Oh my god, that's noise. So I guess we're gonna get to see her pretend to pray. I think she's doing it in a different direction again than last time, because last time she was doing it, she was aimed more towards the corner. Now she's like aimed slightly to the right of where she was done. Or maybe she should be praying towards her cat and praying for forgiveness for not fucking brushing her. I love that it's so clear that Salah doesn't live here anymore, because, like, why is it just all... Someone was sleeping on that couch. Like, why is all the cushions here, like, suddenly in the background? That's very weird. Someone was clearly lying alone. Maybe she lay on the couch last night so she could watch TV or something like that in seal position. Or maybe one of her live streams was her in seal position on and she's kind of left all the, like, pillows lying up there. But the fact that the gamer chair is always 24/7 sitting in the middle of their living room shows to me that Chantel is living there by herself. Because why, like, my gamer chair is always at my computer because I use it at my computer. Salah is apparently a super gamer who is doing gaming live streams and all. Why would he let his gamer chair constantly stay out in the kitchen? Oh my god, this is embarrassing. Look, I wonder how far you're meant to get your hands in, but this just shows you how fucking large he is. Are we gonna leave this? Is this more of this, like, annoying ass noise? Did she have to do that jump cut just to prove that she could actually get all the way down to the ground? That's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for you. Oh my god. You're so pious. Oh, Mariam, you're so pious. I love the Quran. The bookmarks, not even in place anymore. If you notice, get out of the way. See, the bookmark's not even marking a spot anymore. She's given up. She's given up entirely, pretending that she's reading the Quran. It's not even marking a page anymore.
I smell nice now because I'm sweating after having to bend over fucking slightly.
Jesus Christ. Okay. It goes the other way. She's so bad at everything. Oh my god. Ah, did you see? Oh my god. I love that I already pointed that out. See the way she put it in, like, far into it now to pretend. Oh, I'm actually on page 320, guys. Look how far into it I am. But we saw it lying there a second ago with the bookmark totally out because you aren't reading it. Oh my god. Oh, why do you expose yourself so often? Oh, she's terrible. You're terrible at everything, Chantel. Oh, fantastic. Chantel, Page 320 of the Quran. Oh wait, she's not actually, because she's not even marked it with a bookmark. You're terrible!
Oma or yibra or stuffed grape leaves, one of my favorites. So I'm starting with one onion, one tomato diced up. And meanwhile, I'm soaking one...
if we're just gonna do this like really slow, boring, like her explaining like, I cut one onion up a bit. These are the most boring thing. She should do her old like cooking videos because they're at least a little bit interesting. This shit, boring as fuck. As you guys can see, I'm just pausing here. As you guys can see, she has burnt the shit out of everything here. Okay, so like I cut through it because honestly, terrible. Very clearly she doesn't like the pistachio cookies as much because the mamul have pretty much all disappeared. Remember, we are only on day 3 of Ramadan at this point, and like there was like I don't know how many. There's like 12 of those cookies on it. They're all gone already. So she's clearly just like been plowing through them.
Hi guys. Okay, so I'm gonna start making the warq inab or the grape leaves. Some of you might know it as dolma. So first thing I need to do is actually cut up some vegetables to line the bottom of the pot with, which is still in the kitchen.
Have you washed them yet?
So yeah, I'm gonna do that now.
That's
I have some washed vegetables here.
Washed vegetables? Are you sure? That's a bread knife, bro. I feel like this is a personal threat to me. How is your hand getting so fat? Look how fat her hand is. It's like someone took like one of those latex gloves and blew them up. Look at that. I've never seen a hand with a hunchback before. She is making that look. Honestly, she is using a bread knife, which it really should make this easier because of the serrated blade. She is still making it look like it is an actual effort for her to cut through a potato.
I'm not really sure why they do that. That's one thing I didn't look up yet.
Do what? Use a bread knife to cut potato?
From underneath, I would assume.
Why are you bad at everything? That's all I want to know about you.
Yeah, we're gonna just put that there.
Because you can't cut it because your hand. She is so like ungraceful. She has so little dexterity that she couldn't even cut that end part of the potato because her fingers are so fat she couldn't actually position around it.
That's what I'm guessing. So, like that.
So is this seriously us that's like watching you just slowly cut these vegetables and like not talk about anything? I'm assuming. Wow.
That is going nuts. The minute I press play, she goes insane.
Well, doesn't seem like it at all.
Alright, so I'm gonna cut these.
Wow.
Just like that. This
is, like I said, for people who have, like, no personality, who can't, like... It's like Pete's. Like, when Pete does his live streams, Chantal's the same, but, like, when Pete does his live streams, Pete is, like, a great example of someone who has, like, no actual personality. They have no internal monologue. They can't sit down and just talk. Because they struggle with everything they do. So, like, Pete sits there, and he blindly stares at his chat until someone says something, and they're like... Do you like bacon? Yeah, I like bacon. Who's your favorite X-Men character? The lesbians. The underage. Lesbians, mainly. You know, that kind of thing. That's kind of how Pete gets on when he's, like, talking to his chat. Because there's no internal monologue. He can't just sit there and, like, exposit about something. He can't just, like, free-flow thoughts about anything. It has to be, like, drip-fed to him. Chantal is like that, which is why she's often really boring to watch when she's doing those cooking things. Because she's like, I'm cutting this. Yes, and I am... currently cutting us because she can't do two things at once, and it's just her describing cutting something.
Yeah, you're not a vegetarian, you carnivore.
And I'm cutting this, and I'm cutting cutty.
Slices like this.
She literally said slice. Like, say, I'm sitting there joking around about it, and she then literally does it. She can't be. So, guys, what I was doing today is I was sitting there thinking maybe I should start like actually reading the Quran and not just pretend to read the Quran. She can't say something like that. It has to be like, I'm cutting this currently. Yes, currently I am cutting this. That is literally the monologue we're getting from her.
Hey, like that.
Wow,
okay, we'll
crazy. This is so boring.
Knife. I'm gonna get a plate. And we have
Are those seriously like paper plates or like little plastic plates? Why do you have them?
Plates like this.
Oh my god, are we gonna... I don't know how much I'm fussed on sitting here.
I'm gonna take...
Never been successful at anything in your life. Yeah, I know, Chantal, thanks. I don't know how fussed I am on seriously watching her, like, Incredible Hulk slowly bursting out of her fucking outfit here, trying to wrap grape leaves. Like, there's nothing I see here that I think, oh, she can be dainty and wrap something daintily. Like, look at her. She has, like, for a long time, her fat was all here. It was all gut fat. She has Amber Lynn's upper arm now. Look at her. She's like Popeye.
Take the stem off of that. This little stem here.
Thanks.
I've never done this,
so
I've have a bunch of other people do it. And here's the rice mixture.
Outstanding.
I need a spoon. Right. So I'm gonna do a few of this, and then I'm gonna put the camera closer so you can see what I'm doing.
I'm so excited. I really hope this is not the full like this is my daily vlog. What I do today, I made some fucking grape leaves. It's like, oh yay, so exciting. Oh god, there's a big hole in that one.
Right,
is that gonna affect it anyway?
Very own.
Wow, I'm so excited. Let's watch you fail together. I love that it came in a takeaway container. So obviously, once again, this is takeaway rice.
Gonna put the mixture here.
Because that looks like the rice, the rice she usually gets with the chicken. You know, the miracle chicken she lost like 40 pounds eating. I'm so excited. Yep, cool. Okay, fantastic.
If I do this, I'll be so happy.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and then you're gonna fold it in like that.
Are we not like...
Okay.
I thought we were putting other things in it.
They're not gonna be perfect, I'm sure.
Yeah, you're terrible at everything. Are we not? I thought we were putting the potatoes and all in. I thought that was the point of this. I was curious how they were meant to go in, but is that it? Wow. I like the cat hair. My favorite bit's the cat hair.
Not bad.
How do you not notice the cat hair?
I'll put them on the plate for now.
How do you not notice the giant ass cat hair?
So you guys can see what I'm doing.
So exciting.
All right.
How did she not notice the giant ass cat hair? What? Okay, I'm curious. What? Like, I thought when she was like doing this, I didn't think it was just like a rice mixture. I thought there was like vegetables and all. So that's what I thought she was cutting these up for. Where do these go? What are these for? You're talkative again, aren't you?
When I was in Canada, I always sought these out at different shawarma places.
Did you?
Lebanese, usually.
It's so weird because when you went back to Canada, I didn't see you eat Arabic food a single time. You ate Chinese numerous times, you ate baked Turks numerous times, you ate like barbecue, you ate burgers. I didn't see a single time getting Arabic food or shawarma.
And the places that would make them homemade, of course, because they're so much better homemade.
And how the fuck would you know? I made sure to get the ones that were homemade, of course. You never had shawarma when you were in Canada, and there's no way you didn't put like, hey, your grape leaves. Do you you don't hand make them? Circuit day to you, and then hang up on it. No way.
Wow, my very own grape leaves. I'm so happy, so excited. Okay. That made the cat freak out.
Okay. Why?
Why do you call the cat?
Salad, would you like to try that again? That was... Okay, so she's just sitting there very slowly making these grape leaves, going like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like cook them and all. I honestly didn't think these things got cooked. I thought they were just eating like this. I had no idea, because I don't really know anything about them. I didn't think they were gonna get cooked. And then just randomly, oh my god, my very own grape leaves, yeah! Jeez, that was quite a sneeze. That was a big old sneeze. Big old sneeze from the big old girl. And she suddenly like freaked out, like kinda, but it wasn't really like much of a freak out. That, oh my god, my own grape leaves. And it seems so staged because she didn't like overreact. She didn't scream and shout like, ah! Goober, no? Nope, you didn't overreact. Jogger, no? You still lying there? Squeaks, you still lying? Weirdly, none of my animals, I just screamed, none of my animals freaked the fuck out. And she just went, yay, my own grape leaves, yay! And that's all she did. It wasn't really over the top or anything like that. It wasn't like insane. But no, apparently Julia freaked out, and I guess went running into the other room so much so that Salah noticed. It's like, holy shit, that was so scripted, so clear. Because like, why would you react like that to like what doesn't really seem to be difficult in any way? Like wrapping a fajita seems harder than making these. Like, so I don't know why she's freaking out, and like in such a weird way that she's pretending Julia freaked out when we didn't hear Julia freaked out. Just so Salah could be like, hey, what are you freak cat out? As he awkwardly tries to read from his fucking cue cards. Terrible. You are so fucking bad that you have to script interactions like this. Also, Salah, fuck off, you rip Bibles.
She's crazy.
Is that it?
Okay, you guys, I'm gonna finish up.
Did you only pay Salah for 3 words? Is that it? Because he just went totally like, he went into fucking he's like the Borg, he went to shutdown mode after that. Not another peep from him.
You know, it's going to take a little
Anything
while.
else?
Listen to something, get comfortable, roll these all up, and then I'll
oh
come
my
back
God.
and it's time to cook them, okay?
I can't believe it. She literally could only afford to pay Salah for like 3 words there. He just didn't respond again after that. That was him. He was done. He was just checked out of the whole situation. Embarrassing. It is so obviously scripted.
I'm so excited. Yella.
I know, Goober. It was obviously scripted.
You know, there's gonna be cat hair.
There was already cat hair. Thank you very much. So yeah, so suddenly, like, these are the types she was making. Suddenly they got a lot bigger and a lot better looking. The second that she was like, oh, I'm just gonna cut now and I'll show you once they're all finished. And suddenly they got like a lot bigger. Because I was gonna make a point that compared to the ones I usually see her eating, hers are tiny. Like, she was putting like basically no filling in them, like, whatsoever, probably just to make it easier to roll. Because, like, I'm assuming it's like a burrito. If you put a lot of filling in, it's harder and harder to roll, and she wanted to make it look at me, I'm such a dainty housewife, I did such a good job, so she put in such a tiny amount. Suddenly they're getting, like, bigger and bigger, so admittedly, could be her getting more comfortable as she does more of them, or it could be she did a jump cut and then pulled a bunch out from, like, a tin, or that they bought from a restaurant, or maybe Salah made, or something like that.
So here they are, the rolled work in that.
Yep.
So I do have quite a bit of leaves left.
Wow.
But we'll see what I do with them.
There basically is the same amount of leaves that were at the start of it. That's why I think, like, she rolled a couple of them, and then the rest of them are from a restaurant or something like that. Because we really haven't lost that many leaves from how big a pile this is.
And,
I want to see the rice. Show me the rice container. I want to see how much the rice container's gone down.
The pot for cooking. Yalla.
Yalla.
Alright, so here they are.
Okay.
Now, I'm just going to layer the bottom of this big pot.
What's with the awkward censored out bit sitting over here? Fantastic. What did you accidentally leave in frame?
Okay, with some...
Or did she accidentally leave something in frame, or is this her, like, trying for attention? She wants the reaction channel to be like, oh, I wonder what that is! Like, as they try and once again notice... Do you notice how, like, the bookmark isn't in the Quran again? Once again, because it's not sticking out the bottom. The bookmark's not there because she's not actually reading it. Did I accidentally discover that? Was I meant to be distracted by this and not notice that the bookmark's not there anymore? You're so bad at everything you do. Oh, so this is what we're doing with the tomatoes?
Leftover tomato, they're perfect for tomato sandwiches.
Why do you look so much bigger? Like, you look like you've gained about 50 pounds since I went on holiday, which is, you know, kind of impressive.
Okay.
Like, even her lower eyelid is fat now.
And the potatoes are gonna...
Like I said, her arm is so much bigger since before I went. She's got, like, extra fat in her eyelids. How?
Absorb the sauce and the liquid, and it's gonna be so good.
So good. Oh my god. Wow, okay, we're skipping. Like, I love she is just so delicious. She's like, I have nothing. I can't film anything because I can only afford Salah to come and say 3 words to me here. I'm going to slowly put down each... I'm going to show you me cutting the tomato, each individual part as well. Then I'm going to slowly layer down each individual bit and just kind of mumble out a song because I'm just wasting your time.
So if they don't turn out very well, that's fine. But I showed Salah, he's like, oh yeah, they look really nice. So we'll see. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Like, it's probably going to sound very sad to some of you, and I totally accept that. There are 32 grape leaves. There are 32 of them. And yes, I was so bored that I counted because she showed us her putting all 32 individually in, and for the vast majority of it, she wasn't speaking. She's like, I'll put that there, that there, that there. I like these are really, I like these. I like these a lot. I put that one there. That was it. 32. But of course, then she says how, once again reminded us, oh, and this is the only time first time I've ever made them, guys, just so you know, the first time I've ever, and it makes me sound like they're going to come out perfect or something like that, because she's let us know too many times that this is the first time her making them, and of course, Salah, in her head, materialized and told her that they're amazing looking and perfect and basically like the ideal ones and the best ones he's ever probably seen. He didn't say it on camera because obviously she could afford them for 3 sentences, 3 words, like I said. But yeah, no, earlier on apparently he said it off camera. Yeah,
so
I know.
How they look in the pot.
Really? Oh, thank God! I thought they would turn fucking purple the second you put. I wasn't sure what they look. Even though I can see them, I'm glad you moved the camera over so I could see them even more. There are 32 of them. I counted. I know.
I'm just gonna take some leaves that are not like they weren't perfect. You know, like they were ripped or something like this.
Wow.
And I'm just gonna cover them.
I'm not gonna. You know, I was tempted. I'm not gonna count how many fucking leaves she puts in here.
If you're wondering what grape leaf tastes like, it's tart. It's like a tart. I don't know. Maybe because they're in brine and maybe because of the sauce. I don't know what they taste like raw, but these are like brined ones. But they're very good. I don't know how to describe the flavor. It's a very unique flavor, and some people, when they first try it, it's an acquired taste for them because... Well,
I'm sorry, I had to leave that in, of her trying to describe... Like I said, she's like 500 pounds, and she is trying to describe what her favourite food tastes like. She's like, it tastes like, you know, like it's I can't. It's like I don't know. It's kind of like something. It's got you know. For people who try it, it's like an acquired taste. It's like, how can you not describe what something tastes like when you're? It's why I keep saying about her and Amber that their taste buds are shot. Because how the fuck can you not explain what something tastes like when you're 500 pounds? Your entire existence is food. How the fuck can you struggle to explain taste?
You know, it takes some getting used to. I liked them right away, but I did find them a bit different.
You like everything right away.
Like that in my life.
You literally could eat all the shit and you'd like it.
I never ate them before. They do have them in Canada, but
All right, here they are in the pot, all cooked.
They look a lot more like burnt than like I was expecting them to look. Because like the other ones she usually eats are a lot lighter. That's why I was surprised that they were ones that you cooked at all. But like, okay, we just suddenly cut to just fully cooked. It would have been nice to maybe see the cooking process or something like that. But it would just cut to them like cooked like already. God, this is boring. And yes, I actually could have like counted how many leaves she specifically put in, because she did show us her putting in every single leaf individually.
So yeah, let's dish this out and see what they taste like.
God, she's like, you know, like I've described it many times. She is like the kid in school who will say like, do you want me to eat this bug? Does this give me a personality? I'll pull a weird face. Does this substitute having a personality? She is just that like personified.
all right, let's try this. Moment of truth. They feel soft. Bismillah. I'm breaking my fast with this. Then I'm gonna pray my
Sure.
and then I'm gonna have iftar. So.
Sure, bro, I can't believe it. I thought, like, well, to be fair, I have no idea. I thought you were meant to pray before you broke your fast, but okay. I'm assuming they're perfect, incredible, amazing. Yeah. Wow. How could I have guessed?
They're exactly
That Chantel, over and over again, who kept making a point that this is the first time she's ever made them ever, that somehow they're literally perfect and probably better than the restaurant ones that she usually gets, even though we didn't actually get to see her make, like I said, we saw her make 3 of them, then it suddenly cut to there being 32 of them, and also we didn't get to see her cook them or anything like that. She just suddenly cut to like, oh yeah, they're done and they're incredible.
grape leaves are so good. But I feel like if you're like a picky eater, you might not like them. I don't know. But Salah loves them, and he's kind of a picky eater with some things. It just depends, I guess.
No, I'm not.
What?
No, I am not! And then you hear like the cash register in the background. I love I made the joke earlier on. She could afford 3 words, and we literally got 3 fucking words. Oh my god. It is so scripted. Randomly going, I love them, and even Salah loves them, and he is a picky eater. It's like, why are you saying Salah loves them as a picky eater? When, like, one, we've never seen anything that would suggest Salah is actually a picky eater. He's a picky eater for anything that's not Arabic. But this is Arabic, and you made a point that he grew up eating them, and he introduced them to you. So why would he be a picky eater about these? He's only a picky eater about, like, Western stuff. Things, like, even in the last one, the beef stew, she made a big point about how he wasn't interested in the stew because it didn't have rice in it, because he will only eat things that have to do with rice. And these are literally, like, grape leaves stuffed with rice, which is right up his alleyway. So suddenly her fake, oh, he's a picky eater, and even he likes them, was so fucking obviously there, just so they could have the scripted, no, I'm not.
Whatever you say.
Embarrassing. Could you not even afford to pay him to laugh? Oh my god, actually, Empire. Look, oh, thanks to an even better angle. Look, the bookmark isn't even in the book. It's literally lying beside the Quran. Oh, you must have finished it there, Mariam. Are you about to start again? Is that why the bookmark keep getting left out over and over and over again? It's almost like you're not actually reading it whatsoever. Fucking cringe. Oh, this is terrible. This Ramadan is so bad. It's so blatantly just her trying over and over and over again to convince us. Yes, please, trust me. I'm definitely totes for real a good Muslim, and also Salah's here. Look at me as a dainty housewife. Also, before I end this, I probably should make a quick point that, yes, we literally did just see here for 16 minutes straight of her very slowly cutting tomatoes, cutting potatoes, and very slowly, like, putting things into a pot over and over and over again. We didn't get to see her actually doing anything or actually doing any cooking or anything like that. But no, she had to sit the entire time. She looks far fatter than she has previously. Her new outfit is even more designed to hide her fucking chins. And yes, she couldn't even stand to do this. She literally is so, like, I don't know, like, incapable now. She has to sit there whilst preparing her meals now. Terrible. That's it. Have a good one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.